Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now first off, I'm going to try and do a commentated lap this time, and this is the car that we're going to be driving today. This is the legendary RUF Yellowbird, and it's based on a Porsche 911 Carrera 3.2 from 1987, and it originally had 230 horsepower if I recall correctly. Now then RUF came along and they strapped not one but two massive spoolie boys to the still air-cooled 911 engine, which more than doubled the power to about 469, so it's a bit of a hot rod. They also lightened the car to just over 1100 kilograms and fitted it with the best braking system available at the time. Which sounds great in theory, let's put it that way. The top speed of this insane little 911 was over 340 kilometers per hour, if you can believe it, which means it was faster than the Ferrari F40 and even the Porsche 959 when they were all tested head to head. So you can imagine that driving this thing fast around the Nordschleife of all tracks is gonna be hands down one of the most demanding and difficult things I have ever done in a simulator. And it's gonna become quite apparent what I mean when we're gonna start the lap. Now, one more thing you gotta know before we head out. There was actually a promotional video of this car on the Nordschleife, which I'll show you a little clip of right now because it's really worth watching. I'll also link it down below. Oh yeah, and the 470-ish horsepower I was talking about, that's at 1.1 bar of boost pressure. But the game lets you take it up to 1.4, which is just stupid. So onwards we go then, on our lap of the Nordschleife in our legendary RUF Yellowbird CTR. Now remember, this thing weighs as much as a Miata, as an air-cooled engine. Whoa, little lock up there into turn one. Massive oversteer on the exit. Yeah, it has over 500 horsepower at the boost pressure we're running right now, so keep that in mind. This is kind of how it drives. Brakes so early, oversteer on the entry, on the braking, on the exit. At least it's predictable, you know. Oh, through Hudson. Nice and steady, get the power down as early as possible so we can gain time on the straight. Before, already out of breath, honestly. Keep it in four, brake before the crest. Turn it in, even through here. Oh my god, and almost 200 Ks. It's just oversteer everywhere. I bet this thing tries to kill you when it's freaking parked. Massive braking after doing almost 280. Early braking again for, what is this? Arenberg. I confuse these downhill hairpins a lot. Into the Fuchsröhre. So bumpy, so easy to upset this car. Almost 280 again. Brake before the hill so you can scrub enough speed off. Easy through here. I don't know, forced. Very easy to get massive slides going in at like 20% throttle through there in second gear, but the car is just so overpowered. Nice and early braking in a straight line so you can get it turned in. Now the brakes are pretty much cooked at this point. You can see what this will mean for the braking for this corner, for example. It's just not stopping. Oh my god. Just about saved it there. Now stay in third for the, what's it called, Spiegelkurve. And miss. Snatch fourth on the exit. Immediately hard braking again. Into Breitscheid. Managed to keep it together through there this time. Little lock up on the way in, that's alright. Still managed to scrap the speed off. See, right there. How are you supposed to know it's gonna oversteer there? What did I do wrong to you, RUF Yellowbird? Why are you gonna do me like this? Little lift through Niki Lauda curve. Still brake too late. Gonna lose a lot of time up the hill now, but at least we're not dead. Didn't do the involuntary guardrail lobotomy this time. And even through some of the fast corners here, which are easily flat in pretty much any car, you have to lift or slap your balls on the table to stay as flat from there. Lift here. Actually pretty heavy braking too for bravery corner, mid corner. And more oversteer at 190 k's. 4 minutes on the clock right now. Approaching the very technical part of the circuit after the carousel. Down into second. Usually, yeah, right there. That's like 15% throttle in the car. Just the rear end is just like, see ya. No time to relax either. When you're on the limit in this car, you can feel it physically and mentally. This is a lift as well. Little bit too fast into there. Almost threw the car away again. Whew, this is hard work, I can tell you this much. Actually could have stayed in third. Through there. Just cut the speed off anyway. You can just see in pretty much every corner that this chassis, these brakes, these tires, everything about this car is not in any way fit for the power they put under the bonnet, under the trunk lid, more or less. YouTube corner, let's give him a nice slide. Yeah, that will do it. Now I should note as well that we are on the best tires, the semi-slicks that are available with this car. There are street tires and even street tires from the 90s. So I don't even wanna go there. Car negotiated with. Oh, I got too fast into the bell of S. Easy flat in most cars, but not in this one. Early braking. I'm gonna have to adjust. Having to adjust the steering at pretty much every point through the corner. Almost got away with me again. Away from me again through the carousel. Now a Galgenkopf to go. It's easy. Go here. Oh my god, even over the Oak Street through there. Oh, unleashing the whole 500 plus horsepower down the dirty hill, which is probably what this car can do best. Of all the parts of the circuit, it's probably this, just straight line, foot down, 310 already. You can see the boost gauge inside of the rev counter, the digital one there. 315 and brake, because this is not a part, this is very bumpy, this is not a part you can take in any sort of fifth gear speed. Across the line in 7:33.4 apparently. My god, this car is fun to drive, but it's a piece of work, I can tell you that much. Let's keep going actually and see how this looks like if I don't keep it under control as much. bit more loose driving style. Woo! You just baited into thinking the car. Oh my god. So I almost died. You just baited into thinking this car can do the cornering speeds, which you associate with the straight line speeds of a modern car, but it's more like straight line speed of a freaking, I don't know, jet fighter, and cornering speeds of a Nissan Micra. Exaggerated, we said, of course, but that's what it feels like. Woohoo! Let's keep going until we crash. Can't be long. Train droids should surely take us out with this driving style. Yep! Oh my god. So all those numbers I gave you at the beginning, you could see pretty quickly what they mean for the driving experience. In the corners, this thing is basically still a late 80s 911, but in the straights, it's a rocket ship. Now, that's fine, it's still a road car, that's not illegal, but taking this around the Nordschleife this way, you gotta lift in spots that are usually flat out, you gotta brake way earlier than you're used to, and that's kind of manageable if you know what you're getting yourself into. But coming from race cars even, or just regular road cars, this thing is just lethal. Stopping this baby from oversteering is a bit like telling an Italian that wine is bad for his liver, or telling your dog that he's going vegan. It's gonna take a whole lot of convincing, and even then it's always gonna be unnatural. Now, as I said in the video, at least the driving experience is predictable in a sense that this car always wants to kill you. It's not like it's acting nicely at one corner and then it's gonna oversteer the next one. No, you got oversteer everywhere. This thing is trying to make your wife a widow at every part of the circuit. So you got that going for you, I guess, which is nice. Now, overall, this was a challenge, but one that I very much enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you for watching and have a great day.